Alrighty guys, welcome back to Mad Science here. We are up here major headaching with these smelters. They're actually fairly close to being done, except for the rails, which we've been discussing for like the past 40 minutes. It's a headache.
Mm-hmm. Oh, chat says points.
Oh, that's gonna take a little while. I have to add them all up.
Okay, so no one watched. Excellent. Right,
No
moving
one
on.
watched. Wait, I don't think they're gonna be too happy about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
No,
Ow.
Ow.
no one watches it.
Oh,
Everyone stopped watching the series. It's fine.
wow.
Go watch those colony survival videos.
Yeah, we'll base it off
They
of that,
look,
right?
they're fine. Yeah. So about 200 people.
Yeah, totally.
So tracks.
Tracks.
I think we're on about version 8 of the.
Yeah, this is because what we're trying to figure out is how to do this without a ton of crossings and just not, because the problem is we need a lot. Jeez, how much plate did you say these smelters did? Whoever designed these?
20, iron plate one is 27,000 a minute each.
So if we get rid of the productivity from that, so 27,000, we divide by 1.2. That means it needs 22,500 ore per minute. And a 383 holds 16K. So that means we need a train in here more than every minute per smelter. Probably like every 40 seconds or so to be safe.
Which isn't too bad.
But that's per smelter, so that's why it's an issue if you're having like crossings and trains constantly starting and stopping, because if one train decides to be dumb, right, and mess up everything breaks. And well, we already know how dumb trains can be.
Oh yeah. Right, so I'm just gonna try and headache one more thing, or a version. My go.
Alright, I'm gonna keep my screen on you
Right.
while I add up my points here.
Okay, so we're gonna have 2 exit lanes on the left, which will output up out of the top of the smelter and turn left almost immediately and join the main line to the left of the smelters. The same will be done on the right, and they will turn right. And then the input lanes will be down the middle, which we can borrow these 3. Now, this is just more of a rough sketch. We should probably also have correct spacing. Probably need it for some signaling. We can have 3 lanes down the middle. The first lane on the left will supply the first 3 smelters on the left, same with the one on the right, and then the middle one will do the last steel on the left, the last iron on the right, and then the gears on the bottom right. Which should give us quite a bit of space. 3 trains can come down this main line at a time. We build the biggest stacker we've ever built. With 3 train input, 3 train output. We may have to make our own chain signals.
Oh yeah, I'm quite sure we probably will.
But if we just physically build the tracks and signal it conventionally, then the smart people can come in and do their stuff. So these would be the 3. I don't know if this is centered. It'll need to be checked before we get too carried away. But does that turn line up with that one? That looks pretty good.
I'll measure the centeredness of it. Hold on.
Right, so there's our exit lane if someone wants to. It's relatively simple.
What's that? Is that for distance?
The exit lane over here needs to be something else because it can't be. There's a big gap here between the smelter and.
This is the end of the train wheel.
Okay, then we need to measure the left-hand side as well. You see the left one.
And there's a 10 rail gap in between the rail and the last beacon.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? The tracks here is not much from the beacon. Or are we measuring from the train stop?
No, I'm measuring from the last beacon.
Okay. Well, here's about 6 tiles.
Yeah, so
And
this
here's...
so this would be the most right
Yeah.
rail.
Yep. So that'll be the left.
No, this is the left one. This is
Oh
Oh
dear.
jeez, I'm already totally lost.
yeah. See,
Well, let me add. I'm gonna add my points. Maybe this will help us get
This-
focused.
I like this. Whatever this is, just mirror that on the other side.
There you go.
And
There's your
whatever.
points.
Yay!
Woohoo!
It won't go away.
Don't go away.
Stop watching.
um.
I know what we need to do. We need to be less entertaining. Just look. We've seen this new track.
Oh yeah.
This track here. Lovely. Right. Everyone's bored. They're all gone. Back to work.
Yeah, totally. We get to have 2% hype again. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have 1% hype again. You know when the mod was bugged and the percentages were wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna be back to that soon, but it's gonna be real this
Yeah,
time.
I think so. Why are we measuring this? Oh, for centered? To see if it's centered?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once it is, we need 3 lanes of.
okay, that's it. This is the center. So now we might have to move it to the left. The steel one.
No.
Wow. Even Will said no.
I'm saying no. Yeah, that's a good point. We don't need proper spacing in here
Yeah, so
because these are dedicated lanes. So that's 2 tiles. That's 3. Problem.
What's the issue? Oh.
We're dealing with 2 different size builds. Okay, I know what to do. Copy this design, regardless of where the beacons are, because the beacons are not the same. This track design looks good. So we'll just do the same over here. Oh, we can't because the train would stop here.
yeah, because this is much wider. We can move this one over to the left one.
Yeah, just move that one out.
I'd rather. I think I'd rather have more space down the middle. Shred Guy, thanks for the host. Welcome, Shred Nation.
Wait, why can't we just move this one over to the left one then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's just move this over.
Yeah, just move it one space
Is it-
over.
Yeah. Or if we moved it more over,
Well then,
we could have proper spacing over here, and that makes signaling easier at the top. It's doable at narrow gauge, but
is this turn to?
yeah, let's just have proper spacing all the way across. So the next one will be there, and the other one will be there. There we go. That looks fine.
Yeah, that's way better. Okay, so I'm confused. Isn't this what we had initially track-wise?
Maybe I didn't see it or I didn't understand it initially. This is my idea. But like, so these guys, as this is the top of the smelter here, the exit lanes. This is just a rough curve. It can be like something like that,
Will's is actually short.
and it will exit. It'll exit this way and join the main line that way.
You mean the main line to the
These
left,
ones-
way over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not out the bottom,
Mhm.
and it's not back up the way it came. It's to the side, and then we do the same over there if you guys want to build that. But it'll go that way and exit to the right, and then we have 3 entry lanes coming down from a stacker. Which sits above this exit lane, and then that comes in from the top.
And what's this lane here then?
Another exit lane.
Okay, so we have 2 exit lanes. Okay, so
2 exit lanes on each side.
so then this would come down
3.
and
Yeah, and then we just connect in each time, except for the bottom 2, which just start their own lane.
so then let's see, do that. So then this one would go. Well, this one go here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then just
Yep.
copy and paste all the way
So
down.
that's what, the first 2, and then we need one more here.
Yep.
Wait,
The next one.
is this supposed to be able to exit onto both lines?
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see what works best, having them forced or able to choose. It's easy enough to change on the fly.
Okay,
The design can be changed to either.
right.
I think maybe smarts could maybe control it better.
So then this one there.
And when we get to this is the last one. All right, so that one doesn't have the inner lane stops here. And then, because the last one is up here.
So this one up here doesn't go to the inner lane.
Yeah.
So then it could tear back all the way to the previous smelter even.
Yeah. And it just, because they're the start, so. Oh, no. No, so this is the inner lane and starts here. Doesn't connect to the outer. So the first one does the outside, the second one does the inside, and then all the others pick. And we can quite easily change that to the bottom half goes to the left, the top half goes to the right. Or do you think that would be better?
I think it would be better to oscillate it to.
Yeah, I think that'd be better, is have the top 3 go to the inside lane and the last 2 go to the outside lane, because then they're never crossing.
Oh, yeah.
No, you have number 1, 3, and 5 go to the outside, and number 2 and 4 go to the inside.
But then they're crossing.
Yeah, we can do it. It's easy enough to change. We can change that on the fly. Just leave it as it is. And copy the same to the left. Except the left is 1 smelter shorter, so the top 2 have a choice, and then the bottom 2 are forced. Nelios, thanks to the host. Welcome, guys. Only 3 viewers. I don't think that's accurate.
Okay, so there's that, and then he comes down.
Couldn't keep up with the server. Oh dear, and we're at 3/4 speed. Yeesh.
Ouch.
Ouch. Nope. Sorry.
Well, wait. So, did you want the bottom 2 to be forced, or just the bottom 1?
Yeah, just the bottom 2, because the very bottom 1 can go on the outside. And then
we might be able to improve performance if we research a couple bot speed.
We don't have any research pots. B, we'd have to launch a rocket.
What needs to happen is we need to move away from a gigantic bot network with like 15k
What we need to
bots.
do is stop that network from doing anything it's not supposed to be doing. We're still doing 112,000 copper wire, 47,000 copper. What's it making?
I think green circuits.
Well, it should reduce bots there a lot once we turn on this smelter, because it won't be trying to smelt all the iron there.
Yeah. In fact, I've got an idea, maybe. No, never mind. I'm an idiot. Carry on. Right. So we need to have input for this guy. You're thinking that? I was thinking doing this.
Oh yeah, that will work.
Modules to iron first, right?
Yes, please.
There he is.
Then gears.
Hello.
Hello. You're late.
Fired.
So what'd you break?
My landline. Oops. Hello.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, that's to catch up.
45 UPS. Yeah, this is it's not good.
yeah. It's okay because we're generally just thinking at the moment.
Right.
This is a good time for the game to be. Oh, come on, you stupid track. There you go. And then one more for the gears. And I'm about to run out of track, so someone else can take that.
I got some tracks.
So there you go,
Right.
done. Signal that.
It's pretty okay though.
Right. Let's get it hooked onto the main line.
We can hook it up to the iron patch up there.
Which the 6?
Yeah, just have it connect there and have some trains come in.
If also someone wants the job, we need 1,000 Logibots in each of these apartments.
God help us if it actually
Exact-
takes 1,000.
I figure 1,000 is a nice round number. If it's constantly, consistently at between 600 and 700, we can take a few out.
Then you wanna temporarily plug it into the...
No, let's get it properly. Does anyone up here have some spare track?
I have a bit.
Yeah, I got some.
So these are exits. So this one goes all the way to the left. I certainly don't have enough track for that.
Well, what we can do for now, because we don't have 4-lane main line anyway, is just merge them. And we can add in the extra track part of the refit.
I would merge them at least a train length away from this, because if you,
I don't have enough track for that.
well, then I'll do it.
I have 100 pieces of track.
There is some track at the PAX station radars on there are 2 chests.
Oh,
Thank you, game. Now I'm getting latency.
ha! It's your turn.
I'm fine.
No, yeah, we need the mother of all stackers. No, don't. Oh, why does everyone do that? Just do that. It's much neater.
I was thinking more easier signalable.
Okay, now I have to measure this.
Do you want a 2 or 4 space gap on the stacker?
Let's just do now, because this might get
It's gonna get huge.
stupid. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to go bigger though.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't make this turn. I need to go.
I
on
have
forward.
I've uploaded the stacker in my blueprint thingy.
We may have to run this a bit more, I think, before we start. And then we need one more. So exactly the same again.
Damn, these bots are. All right, we're 40 FPS. I was like, what? Did we like go backwards in bot speed or something?
It's been so long since we've done the research, we've forgotten it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, stacker input. So we can start.
Oh, jeez.
I can't get any lower than that, guys. We have to start there.
That's fine.
So the next one has to be there. and then there, which means you also need. No, that's still not right. There.
So
Okay. Stacker starts there.
well, stackers are by far not my field. So good luck.
On to green circus for you then.
No, copper plate.
Oh, copper plate. That's on the iron plate, isn't it?
Where do you want the signaling wheel? Just in a straight line?
Let's just build the thing and then see.
Well, how's this gonna work?
We have to have more lanes than this, though.
This needs to turn. This needs to be, like this.
To keep going.
So this.
You want to do it like
How
that?
are you gonna do
Or
it?
do you want the whole thing's sloped?
Sloped. Okay. Well, how are you getting like 30 stacker lanes down into 3? Is what I'm wondering. You need more than 3
Okay,
stacker lanes, like in the stacker.
Yeah, where's the? I need the Mojo blueprint book
Train one.
of stackers. Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, recently updated too.
Right, so I'm going to plonk this down.
Oh, jeez.
It's it won't work as for our purposes, but it'll give you the idea of what I was. Now, this you have 3 of them, which connect on to. So this. Yes, thank you, bots. This one here would be the first lane, and obviously it doesn't have an exit because we've covered that already.
Mhm.
This is for an outpost.
Wow. Okay. So. Okay.
So these diagonals actually continue. The first lanes of stackers can be here. So that just continues on pretty much infinitely that way. We may struggle signaling it. Have to check.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we can signal it right.
So
Oh, yeah, I haven't done a 3-way stacker.
every one of these needs to cross connect to every other one, so any lane can supply any. Which
Let's grab a blueprint.
I don't know. Does that signal?
It looks like it should.
And it's not technically accurate. This one can't be here because he doesn't connect to all 3. So we have to start here.
Whew, man, talking about a hairpin turn, that is some whiplash right here.
Oh,
But we're already going into 3 hair will.
yeah, you're right.
So this is just a doubling up of things.
Yeah.
So either this needs to go, or
Yeah, let's
this
get rid
needs
of
to
this.
go here.
This is just a straight in for each lane.
Yeah.
You know the days when you complain about we tearing stuff down and rebuilding it 50 times over till it's perfect?
Well,
You remember that?
this is
I remember
this
those
is
days.
different. We're not moving the smelters 10 times yet.
No, we did. No, we never. It was. I think it was the Sim Maps oil stacker.
Yep.
It wasn't right, and we had to keep changing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now you're like, yeah. Right now, this is
Yeah.
better. No, we can do it like this. Now this is better. He's become one of us.
yeah, okay, now it
Huh.
fits. Let's
Can this be signaled? Not really. No. Kind of.
see.
You can't signal these
It's gonna
straights in
be-
between the crossings.
Don't think they matter so much because if a train's on this line,
No, this is.
I know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do. Every so often, we need to put in. Actually, would it be the worst thing just to have proper spacing and signal the whole thing? I was going to say group a little one of these together, then have a space. Hey, see, Alex, thank you for all the bits. I really appreciate that.
I could just do 4 spacing, we have tons of room.
Yeah, let's just signal it. Sacrifice space for signaling.
Are all the steel stations the exact same?
They should be. They better
Better
be.
be.
They were blueprinted from the same one.
Okay, there we go. So now this can be signaled. So you're signaling it back
Yeah,
there, I see.
right. Yeah, so that's done. Blueprint, build, go.
Yeah, doing it.
Hey, everybody.
Smart people might do something better, but that's technically signaled correctly.
Figure that out when we get there.
Yeah.
Need
It's
it working first before we can
Yeah.
smart things.
exactly just to have it running. It won't be at full strain for a long time anyway, so
Oh, yeah.
we'll see the problems with it running a lot easier than we will visualizing
Mhm.
it. Have we got enough room to double stack these? Yeah. So if someone anyone know the length of tile, length of track of a 383?
Yeah, it's down here. The station's here, so.
Yeah, we need. I would say have 2. Let's double stack them.
Double stack it.
Yeah.
Alright.
We got plenty of width on this continent. This whole continent was earmarked for iron smelting, so it's done right. And if we have a humongous capacity stacker, we really don't want trains backing up on the main line. Oops, someone misty-clicked.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
huge deadlock caused by a couple of missing signals at plastic.
You want a
Probably me doing things down at oil.
You want 1,000 bots per segment?
Yes, please. Precisely 1,000.
It's got to be
No less,
exact.
no more.
Ah,
The question just came up. As I got a sub button now, do sub buttons on my channel count towards joining the map? But no, only ColonelWill subs.
Patrons of Eva, I think, was what
Mhm.
Yeah,
said originally.
because mine, the sub button only just came through.
Yeah, and the problem is the subs in my Discord only work like because if you sub to my channel, you link with your Discord and you get auto put in into the subscriber group.
Yeah, I see it, man.
Having others join is that has to be done manually, and then if it runs out, they're still in. It has to be manually cancelled, and it just takes time away from actually playing and streaming and
Yeah.
entertaining. Whereas, honestly, we're just automating the process. Discord handles it.
Mm-hmm. All right, I need more track.
It was also something we worked out beforehand
Mhm.
Wait for me.
as to who it
Help!
would be.
Wait.
Fortunately,
Brakes.
Oh, I'm out of track.
Thank you.
just as a side note, I'm having a lot of trouble seeing chat. It's things just wasn't opening for quite some time.
Also, where the hell did 180 people come from? Go away!
You're not allowed here. At least it's a short stream.
Go watch something else. I'm sure there's a YouTube channel of paint drying somewhere. Go watch that.
it's Mojo not streaming.
He is. I think.
Go watch Mojo.
Oh, I found a YouTube channel that I've been watching. It's very dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Like, time-consuming dangerous.
This is that documentary
I'm going
one?
to post it. No, it's worse than that. I'm going to post it in Twitch chat.
Worse than documentary? Is that infotainment?
Futurama.
24/7. Back to back. No ads. Literally, episode stops, the intro, the next one starts.
That's got to be illegal.
There's plenty of them doing it.
I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just saying I don't think it's legal.
It's ridiculously addictive. I lost 3 hours to it the other night.
Oh, jeez.
One more episode. Just one more episode. 20 minutes later. One more episode.
That's how it. Well, that's how it is with Netflix almost, because there's no ads and it auto plays
Yeah.
the next one.
Oh god, the autoplay. I hate autoplay.
That got me with a couple series pretty bad.
Yeah. You start You have the weekend off. You start Saturday morning. All of a sudden, work's phoning you.
Yep.
There's a whole series of mad science YouTube video people watch. No, there isn't.
No.
Go watch Futurama for 24/7. Go binge watch that. You see, that's my strategy.
Turn them on to something else.
Not another time sink. Why? Well, why? Because I'd rather you watch 24/7 Futurama.
Lular was killed by Lular. Oh dear. Probably nuked himself.
I think someone atomic bombed himself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think this stacker will solve problems that we had in the sim map.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we could make our own chain signals, it could be good. Because think about it, right? Say a train enters on the inside lane, down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Another train up where we are now could also join that second lane, heading for a different platform, and follow right in behind him. Like before he's even, because at the moment, until he's in to his station, the next one can't leave the stacker.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Well, that's no good.
So with either some normal signals in here instead of chain, somewhere along the line,
Mm-hmm.
some thinking and some smarts. We'd have to sit there and watch it for a bit, I think, and try some different things. But there's definitely potential here, because the aim would be to have these trains piling in down these three, like literally as soon as one is clear of here or whatever, this one here would start in up behind him if possible.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.